In Nairobi, capital of Kenya, Europeans and Africans still walk the streets in fear of the dreaded Mau Mau. They wonder, where next will the Mau Mau strike?
We got to see where we're coming from, so as to see where we're going to. We got to know who is who in struggle, so as to know where we are in struggle, and to take a walk, a brief walk to history, for them not to mock her story. Remember the resistance of the oppressed around the world. For mine smiles are in pain. To remember the liberation movements, Mau Mau, Frelimo, FLN of Algeria, BAIGC of Amilcar Cabral in Guinea-Bissau. The July 26th movement in Cuba. Warm tears flow down mine cheeks in pride. Flow when I remember General Cargo of the Mau Mau, he who raided the Port Hall police station in broad daylight on April 2nd in 1954. Mighty warrior General Cargo, the fighter who defied the colonial home guards and said, I am General Cargo. That takes me back to General Bamoinge, he who was mowed down by independent Kenyan forces, assassinated on January 1965 in front of Angaine. General Bamoinge, my hero, he who was killed over a distribution of land. We got to dispel the lie that lies in us, that America won the war of Saigon. History proves the truth, that Vietnam got the victory. Who said that women never fought for freedom? Remember, Meka Tilili wa Mwenza, Queen of Giriamaland, who when locked in Gusii prison by the imperialistic forces, Meka Tilili broke out and walked back to Giriamaland. Great Queen of Kenya. Remember Muthoni Nyanjiru, Mama Yetu, she who dared men to strip off their trousers if they can't fight. And when the colonialists saw this, they shot her in the heart, and her blood mixed with the soil of our land. It became mud made of blood. The blood mixed with the soil of our land. In 1922. Women resistance of 1992, who at the Freedom Corner defied the government of Kenya. It is our sons in prison, or our death at the Freedom Corner. Remember not to forget. In the spirit of the Sharperville Massacre on March 21, 1960, in the memory of those brave students killed with gunfire of the apartheid vampire of South Africa. Remember, remember, remember not to forget. Remember not to forget. Of the February 10, bloody Sunday, police brutality in the University of Nairobi in 1985. Remember, remember, remember the killing of James Wandera in the bloody Sunday. Remember, remember, my people, my people, my people, remember not to forget. Remember the students and Suharto of Indonesia. Arise! The killing of the people's resistance never happens, never occurs. Sabah, Romania, South Korea. Remember, remember. Let us remember to remember. So let us remember to remember, not to forget, ever, ever, forever, the history of the people's leaders. Remember to remember. Remember Malcolm, Ernesto Che Guevara, Samora Machel, him killed by both at the mosquito. Walter Rodney, King of Guyana. Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso. Remember, 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 remember your story, your history, our story.